the more I observe what's happening in the world, in politics, on social media, in workplaces, even in day-to-day interactions, the more I keep coming back to one thing. Ignorance is the biggest problem that we face. And no, I don't mean stupidity. I mean a lack of awareness. The truth is we're all ignorant to some degree, all of us. You, me. And the moment we think we know it all is the moment we stop growing. And that's the ego doing its thing, keeping us stuck in a comfort zone. We like to think we're aware, but awareness, consciousness is a scale, it's a level. And the only real solution to ignorance is to raise that level. And yes, you can raise your frequency with certain energy medicines or therapies. You can take psychedelics like mushrooms or ayahuasca, and sure, those things might soften the ego temporarily. It might even give you a spiritual ego, which doesn't help anyone. You might get a glimpse of something beyond your current perception, which excites you and makes you feel like you're taking steps further along the path. But if you don't have a way to understand your deep-rooted thought patterns, your limiting beliefs, your programmed emotional reactions, then those things don't provide that. You're not going to get there. Because let's be honest, it's these ego patterns that hold us back, that cause conflict, division, misunderstanding in our relationships, in our politics, in our world. And unless we take responsibility to actively expand our consciousness, nothing truly shifts. Now, I get it. This work isn't easy. Especially when you're living in survival mode, when you're trying to make ends meet or raise a family or hold your mental health together. Society doesn't exactly make it easy. The system is built to keep us small, distracted, dependent. But here's the thing, there is always somewhere to go. There's always a way to begin. And if we really want the world to change, and I mean really, it starts with you, me, with all of us, with our own consciousness. Because when we move along the scale of awareness, our frequency changes, and that frequency ripples out to others. It may get them thinking that that's something that they need to do, start looking at expanding their awareness. It's energetic, it's real. And here's what is coming. AI will take jobs. It's already happening. And most people have no idea how deeply tied their identity is to what they do. The ego identity. So when the job is gone, what then? Their mental health is going to be, their mental health toll is going to be huge, and most people will be reacting when the wave hits, not preparing ahead of time. And I left my job after 17 years and I'd become institutionalised. It's a shock to the system when you step into the unknown. And I made that decision myself. And my ego tried to sabotage. And the truth is, my level of awareness enabled me to understand that ego fear and doubt and see it for what it was. It wasn't pleasant, but I was able to choose how to think about it and over time change it. And that is super powerful. And that's because my mind is much more fluid, flexible and capable of handling change than it has ever been before. And that doesn't mean I don't have work to do. The ego can still come in and sabotage, but I can see it and change the thoughts. You know, there's no way I could have handled the situation as the version of myself before I started training to expand my level of awareness. And that's what people are going to need in the coming years. Not just skills, but resilience of mind, true awareness that can meet challenge with clarity. And here's something you might not know. There is a technical, practical way to expand your level of consciousness. It's called NMA, neuroplastic mental acceleration. It uses linguistics to challenge the ego to identify and change the beliefs, patterns and unconscious thoughts that are holding us back, which frees up the mind to expand and accelerate. It doesn't tell you what to think, it trains you in how to think. And when I say it's life-changing, I mean it. This isn't what I've been, this is what I've been training in for some time, and it's helped me understand my ego on a whole new level, not to shame it, but to observe it without judgment. To start choosing consciously instead of reacting on autopilot. And this is how real change happens. Not out there, but in here, in you, in me, in each of us. In a world where ignorance is the norm, awareness becomes a superpower. So if this interests you, see the link below to the Mind You Map. There's a free level of access, and you can find out a bit more about neuroplastic mental acceleration. And if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe below, and I'll see you in another one.